I absolutely hate keys. This is, I think, the best my keys have ever been, and I still hate it. I change it up and try new things almost every single week, and I have for like 6 years. I've hated it pretty much since I bought my Tacoma. I love the Tacoma. It's a great truck. I have a Gen 2 Tacoma, and this key situation, it just sucks. There's no good way to put it. It just sucks. There is maybe a workaround for the Tacoma and some other keys where you can kind of combine these two with parts off eBay. I haven't tried that, but if I do, I'll let you guys know how it turns out. But the key situation I have right now is probably my favorite ever, which isn't saying much. One thing I do really, really love and don't ever want to go without is my magnetic quick release from Urban Carvers. I have that on a little titanium split ring with a titanium carabiner. This just clips to my belt, or my belt loop, so when I'm ready to hop in the truck, I can just pull these off and then, you know, not have to worry about taking everything off my belt. I also have this other titanium carabiner, which holds my other keys. And this is what I'm going to talk about, because I've used almost every key organizer out there. I've given them all a fair shake, tried them multiple times. You've got the Travex key decks, you've got a key bar, Orbit Key, Key Smart. I've tried it in all its versions. And then this thing, which is like a slightly different Orbit Key. It's like Gibbon. I don't know how it's pronounced, but very similar, but you have a thumb screw inside, and then you don't need any tools or anything, and it just kind of pops back in place. It's honestly about the same as an Orbit Key. I've tried everything except for maybe a key port or any of the similar offshoots of these, but they're all about the same. I don't mind the key bar, to be completely honest. It clips inside my pocket, and I find it very, very useful, especially for one-handed use. I like the key bar, but it's just one more thing I've got to carry. It doesn't work well with hanging from my belt loop. It's just too big for that. So I have to clip it inside my pocket, and I have just too many things clipped inside my pockets. So the key bar, I use it for 2-3 weeks. I love it, and then I'm like, ugh, it just starts driving me crazy. Same thing with this, but I bent the clip out on the key decks a million times, and I'm just tired of dealing with that. And then the Orbit Key, I don't hate it. It's just okay. There are certain things about every one of these that just makes it not my favorite. So I always end up going back to one of my old school tricks I used to use. I actually made a video about this years ago, I think 3 years ago now, 4 years ago now, on my second channel, or the original channel really. Did a straight up how-to video on this, and it seems silly making a video about something so simple, but I just wanted to share this in case some of you didn't know about this, because it's stupid simple, and it's just great. Honestly, it's out of all the key organizer options I've tried, this is my favorite, and it's the cheapest. It's the most economical. You could literally leave your house right now, as long as hardware stores or craft stores in your area are open right now. You can go and get the materials to do this for yourself, literally right now. And it will cost you maybe about $5. I also want to say that when I'm carrying something like a key bar, I'm kind of encouraged to carry more keys, because when you start using those shorter screws, stuff just doesn't work out. It's tough getting everything aligned and fixed, and it's just a pain to work with. So I end up carrying like 5 to 6 keys, but I only use 3 ever. Like the rest, I don't need keys for my house because I use smart locks. So I actually have started keeping my house keys in my truck safe. Actually, let me show you. This is something else that you may not know exists that I've been using for years, and it's just a really, really cool thing. This is called a Hitch Safe, and it literally just goes into the hitch receiver on your truck, and then inside it holds keys and other little odds and ends that you want to keep safe. That's it. So I carry 3 keys now every single day. It's the keys that I absolutely use every day, and I use them on this little anchor shackle or bow shackle. It's called different things in different places. Sometimes it's called a D-shackle if it doesn't have this little recurve to it and it's just a U shape. I found this little brass one at Hobby Lobby. I believe it was like $3-4, which is a little much for these, honestly, but it's kind of stylized. So I went with it, and it's the perfect size for 3 keys. This is the perfect setup for me. As you can see on this one, which I bought on Amazon in a bulk pack a long time ago, this is just a different one, a larger size, and this one will hold 4 to 5 keys very comfortably. So all you have to do, really, is buy one of these. If you don't like how bulky this shackle is, you can also get something like this. And these are literally just Chicago screws. You can buy Chicago screws at Hobby Lobby. That's where I got these in these multi-packs. I think all of these, which is 2 packs, one of each size of these, it was like $6 or $7 for all of those. And then you're only gonna need, on top of that, some flat washers or O-rings. You don't need both. you get one or the other. I would say flat washers work a little better, but getting the sizing is a little more difficult. O-rings, you can undersize them and stretch them to fit over and just keep your keys from jingling. You need one of these just to take up a little space in case your keys don't fully fit that entire gap so that they don't jingle. That's really all the washers and the O-rings are for. With that said, that's all you really need. The reason I'm bringing this up is because you may not know that these options exist, but also there was a company recently, somewhat recently, who held a Kickstarter campaign, Slughouse. They make the Bullet flashlight, one of the world's smallest flashlights, and then they have now the world's smallest EDC Key Organizer ever. That's their words, not mine. And it's literally this. It's literally just a Chicago screw. They are selling a 3-pack of these, and it comes with some black flat washers like what I have on here, which I stole from a Key Smart. So just washers, 3 Chicago screws, and one of these, which is their own design, really, but it's one of these, and it's just that slides on the Chicago screw and allows you to have a little tab to attach this to something else, like a key ring or a carabiner or something. That's it. So they're selling a 3-pack, some washers. I think it comes with 1 O-ring and this for $18, and a 6-pack is almost $30. You can get an entire pack of these. I think it's 10 or 20 or something of these from Hobby Lobby for $6, and a pack of washers from Lowe's for $1.20. That's it. They had almost 3,300 people back that idea. A Chicago screw as some novel idea. It's just a Chicago screw. It's what Orbit Key uses on theirs, and it's just a Chicago screw and some leather. Of course, they've got their little fancy washer here that's bent, but at the end of the day, that's all it is. And there you go. You've got yourself the world's smallest key organizer, and it costs you a fraction of the price, and you have enough left over to give each one of your friends one too. So there you go. That's all I wanted to show you. Was this right here is my favorite key organizer, bar none. It's just very, very simple, very easy. You can get the supplies for this at a local craft store or a hardware store or Amazon. You can get this stuff for dirt cheap, and this works better than just about any other key organizer I've ever used, and that's all there is to it. But that is going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful and you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to see more stuff like this in the future, and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. If you found any of this stuff interesting and want to purchase it or look into it, it's all going to be linked down below, including the Hitch Safe. But if you purchase anything using those links, many of them, if not all of them, are affiliate links, so I get a little bit of a kickback, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. You can also get a carry commission or carry.best. That is my store where you can buy gear and merch directly from me, or patreon.com/bestmedc and support there. You can also follow us around the web. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at bestmedc. There is now a Facebook group which you can request to join, and a Discord server. It's all linked down below. But with all that said, and until next time, carry on.